think you know cars. You've seen the clips, read the forums, maybe even tuned a wrench or two. But here is the stark truth. Claiming you know everything is the surest sign you do'n't. You're here because the road demands mastery, not just membership. This is the absolute checklist, the essential knowledge every true driver, every uncompromising enthusiast must internalize. We are not just driving, we are commanding the machine. Part 1. Control, Power, and the Guardians of the Road. Let's start with the inevitable reality of the road. You're in the fast lane, focused, and then that cold dread hits. You spot them, a law enforcement officer. Even if you're obeying the limit, your heart rate spikes. To maintain control, you must be a spotter. The Spotter S Guide. You need to know their fleet by heart. The Ford Crown Victoria, the Chevy Impala, the Dodge Charger, and various SUVs. Study their headlight and taillight signatures. Not just the silhouette, but the light patterns that cut through the night. On marked vehicles, look for the telltale signs. The multiple extra antennas, the heavy-duty steel wheels, and the subtle livery reflections. For your defense, a quality radar detector combined with the community power of Waze is non-negotiable. Unmarked phantoms. The real challenge is the unmarked unit. These are ghosts, with lights concealed in grills and side mirrors. The keys to spotting them? Look for the antennas, they are almost always present, and learn to recognize municipal or government license plates in your region. Complacency is the enemy of a clean driving record. The physics of performance. Once you push beyond the speed limit, you must speak the language of power. Horsepower versus torque. Forget the dry definitions. Think of it this way. Horsepower is the speed at which you achieve a task. Torque is the grunt, the raw rotational force that gets the job done. Horsepower is how fast you hit the wall. Torque is how far you take the wall with you. You need both working in harmony to truly dominate the tarmac. The art of the save. Power is useless without control. Every true enthusiast must have the muscle memory to recover from a spin or a slide. When the rear end gets loose, the car demands your attention. You must not only know how to correct the slide, steering into it with precision and restraint, but you must learn to feel the balance and enjoy the ride. If you don't know this, find a safe, closed course. A skill like this is priceless. Part 2. The Enthusiast's Essentials, Language, Lube, and Life Support. This is where the true drivers separate themselves from the Sunday cruisers. Speaking the code. Want immediate respect from a fellow gearhead? Speak in code. When admiring a car, don't use the model year. Use the chassis code and engine code. Don't say, that's a nice 2006 M3. Say, I love the E46 M3. That S54 engine sounds incredible. Use the powerhouse in your pocket, Google, to quickly find the codes for the car you're looking at. It's a simple universal password, the MacGyver principle. An enthusiast is a problem solver. There is an unspoken rule that duct tape and zip ties can fix anything temporarily. A broken headlight mount, zip tie, a flapping plastic undertray, duct tape. Embrace the creative fix, but know when to apply the permanent solution. The lifeblood. Oil change mastery. You must learn to change your own oil, not every time, but often enough to feel the process and inspect your engine's vital signs. Never, ever use a quick lube place. They cut corners, use inferior oil, and often forget to change the filter. Your engine's life depends on this fluid. When that low oil pressure light comes on, you are usually already in the danger zone. Do it yourself. Invest in a proper torque wrench. Guessing the tightness of the drain plug is an expensive gamble. The electrical lifeline. Memorize the steps to jump a battery. It takes 5 minutes and a $10 pair of cables. Crucially, once the dead car starts, let it run for at least 30 minutes to ensure the alternator can fully recharge the battery. Jacking point intelligence. When you need to lift your car, to change oil or a tire, you must know the proper jacking points. Placing a jack under the oil pan is a catastrophic, engine-killing mistake. Consult the owner's manual or online resources. Get it wrong, and you'll be buying a new transmission or an entirely new pan. Part 3. Wheels, Visibility, and Unspoken Rules. A car is useless if it can't move, and dangerous if it can't see. Tire changing and pressure. Discipline. The days of run-flat tires are eroding the basic knowledge of changing a tire. You have no excuse, know where your jack and spare are, and how to use them safely. Furthermore, you must check your tire pressure regularly. Buy a gauge. It's a minute of work. Too much pressure ruins traction and causes premature wear. Too little wastes fuel and increases the risk of a blowout. Optimal pressure maximizes fuel economy and smiles per mile. The mechanics of trust. Finding a reliable mechanic is like finding a good doctor. Don't go for the cheapest. Seek out someone with mechanical empathy, someone who cares about the longevity of your car. Ask friends, search local enthusiast groups, or use services like Yelp to find highly rated specialty garages. You get what you pay for. The manual transmission imperative. If you don't know how to drive a stick shift, learn. Even if your daily driver is an automatic, there will be a moment, a party, a friend's purchase, an emergency, where you are the only one who can move a manual car. Don't be the person who has to walk away from a potential rescue or a priceless opportunity. Besides, as the old saying goes, girls like guys who know how to row their own gears. Glove box protocol. When you get pulled over, you need immediate access to your essentials. Keep your registration and insurance in the glove box, along with a small flashlight and a first aid kit. Be ready, be calm, and be respectful. Highway etiquette. This is simple. The left lane is for passing, period. If you are not actively overtaking the car in front of you, stay in the right lane. It's the most effective way to ensure smooth traffic flow and prevent road rage. Don't be a left lane resistor. Part 4. Simple maintenance and lifelong learning. The small details are what separate a maintained car from a neglected one. Headlight restoration and replacements. Changing a burned-out headlight or taillight bulb is a simple 10-minute task. But if you can't see at night, the problem might be your lenses. UV rays oxidize the plastic, turning them yellow and opaque. Learn how to restore your headlights. It's one of the easiest, cheapest DIYs to make your car look years newer and dramatically improve visibility. Wiper blade and Rain-X magic. Don't overlook the humble wiper blade. Replace them before they streak. Spend a little more for quality. And then there's Rain-X. Apply it correctly, and the water beads and rushes off your windshield so effectively that in moderate rain, you won't even need the wipers. It's an easy trick that will mystify your passengers and increase your safety. The endless education. Finally, the single most important thing. Be a student of your own machine. Read your owner's manual. It's a goldmine. Join forums and Facebook groups dedicated to your model. An enthusiast is defined by their curiosity. We've covered the power, the pressure, the etiquette, and the essential fixes. But the journey of mastery is endless. If all this knowledge is available at your fingertips, what is truly separating the master from the novice? The information or the will to execute it?